So this is probably one of my third videos I'm making, and it's going to be about a cook trailer. So I don't even know, I got to get permission to actually put this video online. Just go ahead and start making this stuff now, but here she is, and I just picked her up, and it's a nice trailer. Got TVs all through here. Just a nice trailer. It's got lots of metal in this thing. All this metal can be cut, colored, polished, mirror shined. This thing, I talked them into getting it ceramic coated. They wanted to do it, but he's like, how long is it going to take? I said, I need at least 2 days. And he's like, well, I need it tomorrow. So just talking to people a certain way, learning, promoting, you know, those are things you'll learn on my channel. But this video is going to be about cleaning the cook trailer, and we've already kind of started on it. We pulled the grates out and kind of shoveled all the debris out, put it in bags, and kind of got all the grates ready, vacuumed out all the rest of the minor, this and that. But we're going to be fixing this panel right here for this guy. We're going to be self-tapping some new screws in there. It ain't nobody paying for you to do something really nice to a trailer, and then they open up their cook and they got metal hanging down. So just the little things, you know, you can do to make things top floor. So we're back over here, and basically what I've done is I was looking at the places I was telling you we're going to fix, and the screws have already been broken off in those holes, and you know, you could tap them out or whatever, but I just went ahead and just took everything off, moved up, pre-drilled me a little hole here, and I'm self-tapping some screws in these holes or whatever, and it's just going to be a more professional looking result, you know. So alright, so basically now you're at the point where you pulled all your grates out and everything. You want to wear some protective covering, basically some PPE, some eyeglasses, have your pressure washer if you don't want to be sitting there doing all this stuff by hand. But basically any of your grates, you know, that you had to come out of there, you want to just wash those real clean with your pressure washer. You know, don't spend a lot of time doing stuff by hand unless you have to. You want the easiest thing, the most ergonomical thing you can do. So wash all your grates off, you know, get them real clean. Wash all your, anything you can get clean, the easiest way. So far, we've shoveled out all the debris in the pits and everything. We pressure washed the grates clean. And so what you want to do is come behind with some sort of your oil. I have a specific one that I like to use on these trailers, and that's why the guys love using me on these cook trailers, because you know, when they start cooking in them again, they still have that awesome flavor, all this and that, and some of it has to do with my oil that I put in there, you know. So if you're interested in something like that, just leave me a little comment and ask me what it is. Something I might send you like a little PM, kind of let you know, get started on that. But I mean, you just mix it in and spray it in on your grates, you know, just to make sure, you know, after you done wash this thing down, you know, you're putting a protection back on your stuff. So, you know, you can see how shiny it is up in there, and really all I've done so far is shovel this stuff out, pressure wash it real good, then put the proper dressing on the metal. So say shine. One of the major benefits actually greasing all that stuff up is the ease of how your pit actually moves and stuff. Like all these grates, super not out easy. You know, when I first started messing with this thing, it was like I was dragging the life to get all this stuff out because it was so dirty. And now everything's just comes open smooth, slides in smooth. when they open it up and they see what it looks like on the inside, it's just, they're like, yeah, this is nice. Alright, so we're starting on this metal right here. You can actually see I cleaned it, but it's got that, looks like somebody sprayed degreaser look on it. Cloudy, no shine. So if I can get you in there to have a better look at it, or even just have me camera around real fast. How about that? We just turn the camera around and so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your DA polisher out, and what I use all Roops, and there's nothing wrong with Harbor Freight stuff, but I'm just going to use an old pad, you know, that I ain't really worried about. I've already done metal with it and stuff, but there's a lot of metal polishes out there. I love Zephyr, so that's all I'm going to start with on that. So, you know, we'll just put a little Zephyr polish on here. This is Pro 40, and you want to plastic off all of it and then tape it in, but you know, you can just kind of spread your polish around on that area with your polisher. You know, this is the first one I'm doing, so you can prime. They can say prime the pad. You can use whatever, as much as you want. Really, it's just sling. You know, you want less sling. That's really the reason I'm spreading this stuff in like I'm doing. And you know, you can start off just back and forth, and then there's an up and down. Across, passing over, up and down. Well, if you just use the right pad, you know, the right polish, the right speed, which, you know, you start slow, work it in. You can work up to 3 or 4 and just keep working in, but you can see like how reflective that shine is. You can see there's the panel and there's that mirror shine in there, and it's going up and down. Before, after. Simple, not a cut color polish, so amazing results. I'm going to show you kind of one of the first things you need to do is kind of clean your tires. Before you kind of do anything else on the vehicle, you don't want to have to go back and redo some areas. You know, spray off your area. I use Raids. You can get it at O'Reilly's. I do 4-to-1. I use it with an IK sprayer. I know a lot of my friends in the DPC community, they like the Marilex sprayers, and I actually use those too. So, but we'll rub that down, get the tire fresh. Speed brush on the back side. Use a different brush on the front side. I don't know why. I just do. That's just me. I don't know. And you know, wash it off. Then you can come back and apply, you know, whatever tire dressing that you choose. There's so many of them. I like to put the ones on that give you like a long lasting shine, weeks, not 3 days. So, you know, you can use whatever you like. So that's some. Alright, so we basically wash this whole thing down. That way, you know, whatever we're doing, you know, we're not getting any scratches on the paint from any dirt or anything. But this thing was pretty clean anyways. But you know, we'll there's a lot of traffic film on here, so we're probably gonna do a super clean 4-to-1, and that'll probably take off a lot of the traffic film and stuff on here. and I'll probably just kind of clay towel this thing at the same time with that same traffic film. So I'm actually hitting 2 steps in one, and it's really just the style of what I'm working on. This is a real nice vehicle. You know, that application process, I wouldn't do that on. But considering this is a cook trailer and what the actual panels are made out of, you know, there's no need. Just needs soapy water, clay, you know, but I'm a traffic fan because there's lots of little stuff in here, you know, like that has to be just taken out. So basically, I just took my Super Clean 4-to-1 in my bottle, sprayed it on here, and I already kind of washed it down, but I just used my clay towel and clayed it, worked it down. Look how that thing looks. So this thing's actually got TVs in it, y'all, and you know, you just need to make sure you use the right products and do the right thing. Make sure the TV's outdoor TV. You know, some people don't put the right TVs out here. You gotta use the right products. So that's something you can PM me and I can tell you. So I'm kind of in the area, you know, I was showing you guys, you know, how to do that fender earlier, but kind of back here on the back side of the pit or whatever. All you got to do, take some Pro 40, wipe it on the rag, and just, the grain goes a certain way. Just wipe with the grain. Just go back and forth with the grain, and wipe the polish off with the grain. Don't go against the grain. And you can already see. I ain't even wiped the polish off, but totally different. This is what it looked like up there. All down here. Like, all nasty. Just wipe the polish on. The results speak for themselves, man. I ain't even wiped the polish off yet, so you ain't even saw the shine. So, and as you can see, just a little elbow grease. That's what they want. Well, here's the finished product. I had to go ahead and kind of slam all the doors shut because I need to go ahead and get it back to the customer, but all the metal is just mirror shined out. Even the stainless has just been polished. Just lots of work, lots of work. We did Superior brand tire wet. We did 2 kinds. We went over it first with an aqua gloss, and we went back over it with a coverall. So, you know, that's a little trick tip procedure. I don't know if y'all are interested in that, but you know, totally looking different barbecue pit, and she's ready to go. Super dialed in. But just dropped the trailer off at this customer's house, and he's basically